Hey guys, how's it going? It's Khan from DownToEarthGuitars.com, and I thought I'd actually do a lesson today on chords. And I'm going to start off real simple because I want to pretty much document everything that I know and explain it to you guys. To do that, I obviously got to start off from the basics. So this definitely isn't for people who have been playing guitar and know their chords, but for those of you starting out, I think you're really going to benefit from this. And I'm just going to go over the A minor and the C chord, but I'm also going to go over some different voicings of them, because there's actually more than one place on the guitar to play every chord, and you'll get a different sound depending where you play it. And to give you guys an example of this, this is a C chord open, this is another C chord right here, barred, and then lastly there's a C chord right here. See, you get the same, it's the same notes, but it's a different sound, and it's pretty beneficial if you're going to be, moving around the guitar neck to know all the different positions of the chords. Now, with that being said, right now in this lesson, I'm going to cover the A minor, the C, and the E minor kind of a chord. Doesn't really matter, just more importantly is to know where the root notes are. Now, for A minor, which is what I want to start off with, the first note that you're going to, the first root note that you're going to have is the A string right here. So you only play 5 of the 6 strings for the A minor chord, and you don't play the 6th, the low E string. It starts off from the A string, and I'm sure you guys know the A minor shape. It is open, second, second, first, open. So you get, and that's a simple A minor chord right there. Now, if we move up to the 5th fret, and you guys probably noticed this if you guys already learned how to tune your guitar, that is the same note. So the 5th fret on the low E string is the equivalent to the open A string because it's the same note, right? Now, if we want to play an A minor, we're actually have to bar it. Now basically what barring is, it's putting your finger across the frets and you press down on them. And you guys, if you guys can see this, I just barred it across at the 5th fret. So this is actually becoming my new open chord. Now, sorry, not open chord, but my open position, Now guys, to play the A minor bar chord, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go 5th. And then you put your ring finger, I think it is, yes, your ring finger, on the 7th and your pinky on the 7th of the D, so it's 5, 7, 7, and then the last 3 strings are 5. So you get a little... Alright guys, and there's one more chord. Now I can't really play this one on my guitar just because it's an acoustic. But, well, I shouldn't say that because I can actually play on some acoustics, but it doesn't go far enough down the neck. But there's actually an A minor here as well, but it's really a repetition of the one we learned down here. Now, one thing I want to talk about now is the C chord. And if you guys don't know how to play an open C, it also is only played on the bottom 5 strings. So the positioning for a C would be 3, 2, open, 1, open. Now, you guys noticed, all chords have a root note, and this root note can usually be determined by what string is played first. So in this position, it's the third fret on the A string, which is a C note, which makes this a C chord. So using this kind of information, what we can do is we can actually make another C chord right here, because once again we're using this same root note and the same note combination. And to play a barred C at the 3rd fret, what you're going to have to do is you're not going to play the G here. The G isn't being played because the root note is on the A string, so we omit the low E string. Sorry, I said G, but that's because G is on the 3rd fret. For those of you who are going to get some sort of weird confusion, you guys are going to put it in the comments. Don't want any of that. But to play the C chord at the 3rd fret, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to cover the A on the 3rd fret, then you're going to go down to the D, put it on the 5th, then you're going to put the G on the 5th, the B on the 5th, and then back to the E again on the 3rd. So if you guys notice how I'm doing it here, I should just probably point this out. I got my bar here, right here. I'm barring at the 3rd fret, only from the 5th string. And then I'm using my ring finger right here, this one. Oh, nope, I'm not trying to finger you guys, just showing you my ring finger, alright. I'm using my ring finger, and I'm using it to bar these 3 strings right here. So the D, G, B are all being barred at the 5th fret by my ring finger, and then I put my pointer finger back on and I complete the chord, and it's a C. Now, you guys are probably wondering, you know, what's the point of knowing all of these chords? Well, the truth is that you could just make a song just with different chord voicings, and I'll show you guys an example of this. You guys can just... So this A minor to A. C, back to C, and then it's A minor again. And I mean, this is, you know, it's not much of a song, guys, but I'm sure you guys can hear the difference between a chord played open and a chord played barred. And there's tons more positions along here, but these are really the two that you've got to focus on, and you've got to know, because you want to be able to play bar chords all the way up the neck, and you need to know the open chords because they're just used on such a regular basis. Anyways, guys, I don't think I have time for the G chord this time, but you guys look forward to the next lesson, and we'll definitely cover it in there. Alright, anyways, happy guitaring, and make sure you check out our site below, downtoearthguitars.com. Signing out. Take care.